Hey everybody, welcome to the Biblecast, Christian video podcast. I'm Jim Guy, your host, and I want to remind everyone to please take a look at our charities page on our website at www.thebiblecast.org to help us help others in need. Without further delay, please enjoy this week's episode of the Biblecast. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jim Guy, and this is the Biblecast, Christian video podcast. Welcome to the program. Have you ever been out with people you knew and one of them disrespected someone else right in front of you for no reason? It's totally embarrassing and it brings shame and total dishonor on the person who did it. Well, that exact thing happened this week, and I want to talk about it today because it's important for us as Christians to understand that this kind of thing is going to happen in the world. And when you spend any time around worldly people, you're going to be subject to disrespectful things at times. I'm sure Jesus was when he was out eating dinner with sinners. We need to be prepared to address the issue from a Christian outlook and lead people away from dishonoring themselves with love and biblical teaching. That's the discussion we're going to have today. So grab your coffee or juice or whatever, relax for the next 15 minutes or so, and enjoy the Biblecast. All right, so I know y'all are wondering exactly what happened this week. So I was asked to join a group of old friends at a chicken wing place for dinner because that's pretty much what I love to go eat. It was a good opportunity to spread a little Jesus with some people I haven't seen in a while, so I went. There were about 11 of us there, I guess. Some I knew, some I didn't, that sort of thing. A few of them were in their early 20s and evidently not used to getting out like that and were a little overexcited. They were kind of acting up a little bit. There was a guy sitting at another table with his back to us, and he was wearing his pants real loose or they were messed up or something. Well, here goes one of the guys that we were with over to his table and for no reason just calls him out about his pants in front of his family who are sitting there. Just completely disrespected the younger guy and embarrassed him for what? A laugh? I couldn't believe it. He came back laughing and bragging about what he just did, and I thought, man, you're supposed to be a Christian. What are you doing? You say you're a Christian. Why would you do something like that? He completely brought dishonor upon himself and didn't even know it. I just mean-mugged the guy in disbelief. I think he got the gist of it, though, because he started making excuses like, I just tell like I see it, Jim. He knew I was playing anyway. Unbelievable. Now, let me pose a question. As a Christian, what should you do in a situation like that? Would it have been right to call him out in front of all the people that were there to show him how it feels to be disrespected? Should I have let it go since he was with the same group I was with? What would you have done? The truth is, I wasn't prepared for it. I wanted to tell him the right thing since he does believe in Jesus, but I honestly was beside myself trying to even think of what the word teaches about honor and respect. I was drawing a complete blank. I wasn't prepared. I just said, man, you shouldn't do that to people. Hit a home run on that one, huh? Not. Now, I know I'm probably the only person this ever happened to, and I'm sure you guys are way more prepared than I was, but just in case, this week I examined the Word and I looked up several verses as a reminder to what we are taught about finding honor and respect. So if ever presented with that situation again, we could have a little ammunition in our belt. There are actually several verses, as expected, that talk about honor and respect, and there are many different groups of people that the Bible specifically point out whom we should honor. Some might surprise you too. First of all, addressing the case that I had this week, the obvious is to respect others. Proverbs 18:3 says, "When the wicked comes, content comes also, and with dishonor comes reproach or judgment." You see, people are going to judge you based on what actions they see coming out of you, which is going to bring you, or as a Christian, bring the church honor or dishonor. As a Christian, you do not let wickedness be aroused in your heart because you're feeling froggy around your friends, okay? I'm just being honest here. I'm telling you straight. I can do that, right? Can I be honest with you today? You are better than that. You should act like it. You should represent the kingdom, not the world. That's your job. Romans 12:10 tells us to love one another with brotherly affection, outdoing one another and showing honor. Have respect for others, and you will bring honor upon your own head. Now, a specific group of people the Apostle Peter tells us to show respect for is our elders. 1 Peter 5:5 says, "Likewise, you younger people, submit yourselves to your elders. Yes, all of you be submissive to one another and be clothed with humility, for God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble." I heard a pastor mention something, and it happened to me too. Guys, have you ever had a younger person call you Bud? "Hey, Bud, how can I help you? What do you need help with?" Look here. If you're younger and you're watching this right now, don't call anyone older than you Bud, okay? It's completely disrespectful. Call him Sir or Mr. or something, not Bud. Like that pastor said, Bud is what you call your younger nephew, not a grown man. Just giving you a life lesson there. That's free. What's next on the list here? This is a good one. This is probably the single most difficult instruction for a lot of people to handle in the entire Bible. Honor your father and your mother. Some of you are like, "Yep, nope, I'm out." But before you jump ship on God's commandment, make sure you understand it. In the book of Exodus, God spoke to Moses and he gave him the 10 commandments. But watch what he says when he gets to commandment number 5. He says, "Honor your father and mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you." So most everyone hears this and they think that it's actually a Bible way of saying respect your parents and do what they tell you to do. But is that really what this commandment is telling you? How do you have respect and honor for your mother or father if they are strung out on drugs or abusive or alcoholics or something? What if they have violated the bond of parent to child, or much worse? How do you honor an abomination? The original Greek word for honor is pronounced "timi." It means worth or value, but that is a very literal sense. Honor was actually a culturally constructed evaluation of a person's actions, which determined a person's worth as in their price or value to the community. When you honor your mother or father, you are evaluating their wellness and life choices to determine the value of their instruction for your own life. If you are little and young, you don't have any choice. You just follow everything they said. But as you get older, you start to evaluate their life decisions. If you have a normal, loving set of parents, you understand that their life instruction for you will lead you to a healthy, long life. They have great honor, and God's commandment is telling you to follow their instruction to give you a long, healthy life. A lot of people, though, are just broken. I mean, we do live in a fallen world, and a lot of people out there just can't provide that same love or guidance. So the honor they receive is low, or in other words, dishonor. Because you honor your mother and father, you understand their instruction, for your life will lead you into despair at that point. So that same honor will lead you away from the life choices they've made and the things they have done, so you will overcome that cycle to live a long and healthy life by making better choices. You see, in each case, honoring your mother and father leads to the promise God gave to Moses for you. Your days will be long on the land he's given you. That took a minute to explain, so I'm going to have to run through a couple of these pretty quick to get them out in time. Next is authorities. Another good one. Romans 13:2 says, "Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resist what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment." It is by God's very design that we have police officers. Show respect to those God put in place to protect us, and you will keep your honor. It's that easy. Someone else God teaches us to respect out of the book of Leviticus is the elderly. Leviticus 19:32, "You shall stand up before the gray head and honor the face of an old man, and you shall fear your God. I am the Lord." Simply enough, right? Well, there's actually more to this instruction, but I don't have time to get into it right now. We're short on time. One we don't always think about, but it's important all the same, is that we need to have self-respect. That's important, right? We can't go around thinking we're worthless and still do the Lord's work, right? That's not going to work. We need to be bold and find our self-worth in the Lord. We have to be on point and consider that we are always being watched also. Titus 2:7-8 says, "Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works, and in your teaching show integrity, dignity, and sound speech that cannot be condemned, so that an opponent may be put to shame, having nothing evil to say about us." No matter where you are, or if you think people are paying attention or not, you are a representative of the kingdom of heaven and an ambassador for Christ. People are going to watch you once they know to observe how they should talk and act in the same environments. If you go telling people that you're a Christian and you don't show respect to people, you will gain no honor. But if you show respect to everyone, God himself will honor you greatly and reward you with the promises he gives to those who love him. 1 Peter 2:17 says, "Honor everyone, love the brotherhood, fear God, honor the emperor." You may not want to hear this, but for us here in the United States, that even means to honor our president. Hello? God put him in place. We honor him because we respect God. To sum it all up, we're all formed in the image of God. We are all subject to the same difficulties in life that God calls us to live together in harmony, in one accord, showing love and respect to one another in all situations, esteeming everyone as higher than ourselves, regardless of race, religion, background, or gender. We should honor everyone and respect those who lead us to a healthy life and good decisions. This week, just start over with people, okay? Just forget the past and let the day unfold with joy and love towards everyone. While you're at work or out and about, let the scriptures we read today resonate with you so you can find peace in honoring each other out of service and love for God. Let the promise of a long, rewarding life be your encouragement to respect others and love unconditionally. Have a blessed day, everyone. May God bless us all. Have a wonderful rest of the week.